Hey friends, this is Charlie, and I'm going to do this introduction video. If you're curious as to what I'm doing in the video, I'm doing one of Holly Brown's 10-day challenges, and one of her prompts was to draw one of your favorite vehicles. So I'm drawing a Volkswagen Beetle, the first version. God, I'm trying to make this as the least cringy thing I can do, but I'm already failing. Essentially, I'm going to try and make an introduction video, for my channel. Well, I mean, this won't be the introduction video to my channel. I'm just going to practice, basically, on speaking into a microphone and speaking, doing a voiceover over my art, because sometimes I like to talk while I'm doing my art, and sometimes I will like to have discussions with people. So I'm going to start out with like some basic questions that I found. So who are you and what do you do? Well, essentially, as of 2017, I'm still a senior in high school. It's been a while since I've tried thinking of doing art as a regular thing in my life. I do not take any art classes, and I haven't since middle school. I'm mostly self-taught, but I'm going into college hoping for a degree in animation. So basically an art degree and a pre-physician's assistant degree. Why do you do what you do? Essentially, my art was a hobby when I first started out. I really liked anime. So, and I really loved telling stories through pictures. Like, even before I found out anime was a thing, I loved the Barbie movies, and I would try to make comics of it through stick figures, like basically recreate the entire movie and draw stick figures like in lined notebook paper. I think I've lost most of them now, but I still have a diary in which I didn't talk about my life. I just tried to draw comics. And I essentially realized, like, some years later, that I really liked drawing and that I really loved telling stories through drawing. So I picked up art, and I think anime was kind of like my gateway drug to that. How do I work? I like working traditionally. I have dipped my toes a lot into digital art, but I've always found that my traditional art looks a lot better than my digital art. So I like to stick to my traditional art as much as possible, and then I can like fix it up over digital. But if you ever go to like my art blog, you can see a lot more digital paintings on there, or digital drawings rather than my traditional ones, because I can't take good pictures of my traditional drawings. But my traditional drawings have started, shitty drawings by the way, since like my 6th grade, and I started picking up digital when I first started going into high school, so like freshman year of 2013. I'm trying to look at all these questions. Explain what I do in 100 words. I don't do much. I essentially like look at artists on YouTube and on Tumblr and like kind of brood to myself like, oh, why can't I be as great as them? They're always getting better every single day and my art's not improving. But essentially I started this YouTube channel to try and push myself to do my best work as much as possible, and to do it fast. So for example, like at the beginning of the year, I would say, hey, I should start drawing every single day, but then I would basically poop out. Like, I would have too much stuff to do in school. I would feel like I had too much on my plate, so I essentially like skipped drawing and said, hey, maybe I can just lay in bed until I can fall asleep after I've done my homework. And no more of that this year. No more of that. if I want to get a degree in art in college. I also started this YouTube channel to see if my art improves any more than it does. Like, I still think at this point, this is as great as my art can get, and I'm not trying to say that in, like, a very prideful way, like, oh, my art's already perfect. I just think that right now it's already, like, it's gonna be this shitty forever. So I'm going to see if I can keep track of my progress on here. I'm going to try and do a lot of challenges. Like, I really enjoy Holly Brown. She pushes herself a lot with what she draws. For example, like her 10 a day challenge that I'm trying to do right now, and she said that she could only draw like 5 pictures of cars in like 3 hours, and I simplified the challenge that she had us do. Art Mom, that's her. But I only did 5 drawings or 5 pages, and it took me the same amount of time it took her in 3 hours, like for 5 drawings. It's so pathetic, and I felt really bad, like when I realized that she was like, oh yeah, it took me 3 hours to do this, I'm so awful. And I'm like, oh, I'm just as awful, I'm even worse. But oh god, I'm just like falling into a spiral of self-deprecation. What I'm hoping to do with this channel is to like motivate me a lot more to do art, to motivate me a lot more to like inspire others to do more art, because I don't know, art to me has been always just like a great pastime. Oh god, do you see that? I essentially found out that I cut it a bit in here, but I essentially was getting so frustrated at drawing cars that I like drew the front wheel of the Volkswagen too big, and then I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm not gonna draw anymore, and I threw the camera down, and I was like, I'm not gonna draw, I'm just gonna do 3 cars today. And then after like 3 minutes, I was like, okay, Charlie, you gotta pick it up and do it again. But back to what I was actually saying, I'm going to try and use this art channel to promote things, to try and improve my art, and to like maybe answer anything you guys have, like any questions you guys have. I know I only have like six subscribers, but in case you guys wanted to try to do art, I can talk to you, not professionally, but like my experience with it, and like the mad skills that you need to start drawing from life and just drawing in general. I'm going to be starting up a webcomic soon, and I also wanted to see if I could pace myself with that, and start telling you guys how like what my process is, and like my do's and don'ts, because I'm already running into a few problems with just like no experience whatsoever in making comics, besides my shitty ones that I used to do as a kid. Gosh, how has my practice changed over time? I started out using just like really crappy pencils and really crappy sketchbooks. I wouldn't try to push myself with my art. Oh my god, see, like I can already see like my perspective shit, and like there's that like a tiny girl in like this normal sized car. But what I'm going to use this YouTube channel for is to basically critique my own art too, most of the time. I think that's mostly what this is for. I essentially just want to get better. Like, I just want to get better now, because I've been brooding over the fact, like, over how bad my art is. And some days I'll be, like, really confident, like, oh, man, my art's already, like, it's gone so far. I don't know how I can improve now. I don't see any problems with it. Now I can see, like, all the problems with it now that I look back at it. I'm just like, ah. Oh. But, now, basically going away from all that negative stuff, I'm going to, basically, one of my long-term goals is to start, like, a long-term art project. I really wanted to start up a webcomic that me and my SO are planning out. They're writing it, and I'm gonna draw it, and it's essentially gonna take some time, and as you can see, like in red, those are the characters, and I'm trying to do some perspective on the car. It's going to be like fairy tale themed. We both came up with it like 2, 3, 4 years ago. I'm gonna upload it to Tumblr, or I'm gonna upload it to multiple medium or multiple sites and multiple platforms, so it can get like the biggest audience it can get. And I still don't know what the name is gonna be. Basically my dream project is to start drawing people's D&D characters. As you can see from like my fan art of the Adventure Zone, I really like role playing, and I just love D&D. I love storytelling. I'm such a fan. But basically, that's my dream project, to start just drawing, just have people commission me to draw their D&D characters, and I'm gonna ask them like, oh, what's their story, and what's their like backstory, what do they wear. God, I'm such a nerd. That's another thing about me. In my introduction, I'm a nerd. I love role playing. I've been role playing forever. Shut up. God. This one I was trying to draw a Volkswagen Beetle, but and I messed up on the tire there. But I was just drawing a Volkswagen Beetle, but like a convertible, and one of the more modern ones. And yay! Here it is. In a video. These are my 5 pages. I'm gonna do an update. Probably all at once. But yeah, this is towards the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and see ya.